Maximum Nerdum, and welcome to our holiday special, kind of, sort of, for Sabrina review. I'm reviewing the Sabrina holiday special that just aired, actually, well, at the time of this recording, the 14th, and it aired at midnight on the 13th. So, yeah, there's a lot to talk about, and to be honest, this special could have been better. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but it was not the worst thing ever. So the plot is, of course, they're celebrating Christmas, or they call it Yulemas, because, you know, Christ is in the name, and they're devil worshippers. But anyway, they're celebrating a thing called the Solistace as well, which is where the line between the dead and the living becomes very thin, which means that you can summon and talk to the dead and living. But it's also a very scary time, because that means the line is thin, which means that ghosts come from purgatory or whatever and come and mess with people. Also, we get a side plot with Susie, where she finally gets to work the job she's always wanted to work, which is at a Christmas mall event, trying to be an elf. Yeah, I wouldn't want to work at that either, trust me. But she's trying to be an elf for the Christmas season. Now, how did this work out for her? Well, she gets kidnapped. I know, kind of sped through the plot there. That's because this side plot isn't really explored as much as it could have been, and which is why I said either they could have saved this for the next Christmas special, or they didn't really have to bring this up at all, because it felt like this plot was actually one of the downfalls of the episode. Also, a lot of the episode did feel kind of rushed. Oh, and if you're wondering where this takes place in the timeline, right after season 1, like right after part 1. Because this is going in parts, this isn't going by season, but right after part 1, Sabrina is known as a witch. She's known to use magic, and her friends have kind of accepted that idea. And, you know, she's trying to keep her distance because she doesn't want them to feel uncomfortable or hurt because of her. And I understand where that's coming from, because it's like, yeah, I know I can use magic, I can do all of this, but at the same time, I'm still a danger to them. Things can always happen. She also is very, like, concerned about her signing her name in the book of beasts. And again, a lot of these side plots, I feel like, or a lot of these developments with the character feel more like sneak peeks of what's going to happen in the next season, which is why I said they could have either A, waited for the next season to actually explore and dive into these plots, or they could have legit kind of waited or done this in the first season. But again, it's not the worst thing ever. It is what it is. So Sabrina gets the other witches like Prudence and all of them pretty much to help her out, help her summon her mother and ask her a question. Now, you're only supposed to ask these ghosts one question at a time, because again, you're barely making contact with the dead. So Sabrina, when she finds out her mother's in purgatory, the first thing she asked her is, why are you in purgatory? What unfinished business do you have? She doesn't get an answer. Like, I guess she must have like asked too many questions at the same time, and it kind of scared her mother away in a way. But it actually, due to her turning off the Yule log, which is used to, you know, fend off ghosts and spirits, ghosts and spirits come. And first it starts off with a really scary tale of this woman who eats her own child. It's fucked up as shit. And if you already don't know, they the Spellmans have a baby because, well, Zelda kidnapped the kid because she didn't want her to be killed by her dad. So what happens is, after that, the child eventually decides, you know, not the child, the mother decides, I want your child. And they have like a little battle. And here's the thing, Sabrina's mom actually orchestrates it because she's brought back to life through it. I feel like this is done a really good, like, to give us some insight on how Sabrina's mom is. But I feel like there should have been more interaction between Sabrina and her mother. There should have been a lot more interaction. By the way, Ambrose couldn't be there because she doesn't like men. And I don't mean that in her preference. No, she just plain hates them because her husband ran out on her. Don't blame the woman, but still, you know, you ain't gotta do the rest of us like that, you know. Anyhow, the thing sort of kind of works, because Sabrina puts a charm on a teddy bear, and the ghost take the teddy bear instead of the actual baby. That plot's over with. There's not a lot to go by on that, because at the end, even Zelda, her and Zelda have a heart-to-heart, and Sabrina's mom disappears, and that's what happens. The another side plot that is actually got rushed was the Susie one, because they find Susie immediately, teleports her back to her parents, gets rid of her memories and all that, after she gets kidnapped by evil Santa, or that called them Krampus 2.0, because he dipped children in wax and made them like wax figures. Fucking weird as shit, but okay. And the last little plot line, which was a very small one, was Sabrina giving Harvey a gift, and the gift actually turned his alcoholic dad into fucking Homer Simpson. I'm not thinking worse. Okay, can't think of a dad that doesn't drink. Turned him into turned him into the dad from the Brady Bunch, because he doesn't drink anymore, and he poured out all his beer bottles and stuff. Yeah. And Harvey didn't like that very much, so he was like, you know what, don't ever use any magic near me, around me, or on me, because, you know, you already fucked up. And then they break up again. This tends to happen a lot. All I gotta say is this was not the best episode of Sabrina, nor was it all that great. I know I was hyping it up because I'm a huge fan of this series. I even went back and read the comics, which are fucking amazing. Go and read those. Those are amazing. Watch this still, but go read those. But all I gotta say is, really, it was an okay episode. I'd say a 7 out of 10. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, and I really feel like it was decent for a Christmas special at the end of the day. So yeah, if you guys are really interested in checking it out, it's on Netflix. It's about 44 minutes, 48 minutes. It's around that. So yeah, definitely go check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Maximum Nerdum for all your nerdy news, reviews, and other such things. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Also, don't forget, we're going to have our Infinite Crisis podcast later in the month. Peace out.